Good evening. Tonight's reading is a continuation of Luke chapter 7. Tonight will be 36 through 50, but I'll start with what we started with last night. It's the feast at Simon's house. There you go. I like to feast. A couple of different versions if you want to look at them. Matthew 26, 6 through 30. Mark 14, 3 through 9. John 12, 1 through 9. But like I said, I'm reading Luke 7, 36 through 50. So I'm going to start with what is highlighted in blue. That's what we did last night, and go on into the yellow. One of the Pharisees asked him to eat with him, and he went into the Pharisee's house and reclined at a table. And behold, a woman of the city, who was a sinner, when she learned that he was reclining at the table in the Pharisee's house, brought an alabaster flask of ointment, and standing behind him at his feet, weeping, she began to wet his feet with her tears and wiped them with her hair, with the hair of her head, and kissed his feet and anointed them with anointment. Now, when the Pharisee who had invited him saw this, he said to himself, if this man were a prophet, he would have known who and what sort of woman this is who is touching him, for she is a sinner. And Jesus answering, said to him, Simon, I have something to say to you. And he answered, say it, teacher. A certain moneylender had two debtors. Oh, there, hold on. One owed 500 denarii and the other 50. When they could not pay, he canceled the debt of both. Now, which of them will love him more? Simon answered, the one, I suppose, for whom he canceled the larger debt. And he said to him, you have judged rightly. Then turning toward the woman, he said to Simon, do you see this woman? I entered your house. You gave me no water for my feet, but she has wet my feet with her tears and wiped them with her hair. You gave me no kiss, but from the time I came in, she has not ceased to kiss my feet. You did not anoint my head with oil, but she anointed my feet with ointment. Therefore I tell you, her sins, which are many, are forgiven, for she loved much. But he who is forgiven little loves little. And he said to her, your sins are forgiven. Then those who were at the table with him began to say amongst themselves, who is this who even forgives sins? And he said to the woman, your faith has saved you. Go in peace. That was our reading for this evening, leading up to what's coming tomorrow for Palm Sunday. There we go. Here, I'm going to do something special for y'all. You ready? Y'all, I don't know if you can see all this or not, but I do like this. There we go. There. How's that? Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed the reading this evening. I hope we can all, go through and read this together. Have a, this is the most magnificent time. Christ is on his way to the cross to be crucified. And if it were only for one of us, just one, wouldn't have to be everybody, just one, he would still do it. So y'all have a great evening. It's Saturday, April the 4th, 2020. We will see y'all tomorrow for Palm Sunday and the triumphal entry. If you have a good church, tune into them. If you don't, y'all can look for the church that I go to. It's Mount Zion United Methodist here in Cornelius. There's a Mud Creek Baptist up towards Hendersonville that has a good internet program. I think Life Fellowship has one. I think there's so many different ones out there. If you just get on Facebook and get online and look, you'll find them. So I hope everybody finds a good place for tomorrow morning. And we'll be reading again then.